Now, if that's not the most cutest abandoned rake. A poorly coiled hose. Damn, the clamp is solid. I can't get the hose off. The window on the upper floor is open. Low walls, okay. 2 stories? Nope. I am not a world-class free climber. The gardener would appear to give the weekend a higher priority than tidying up his tools. Good man. The perfect entry assistance. Whoever said size doesn't matter was covering something up. This ladder, in particular, is way too short. A plastic box. That's what comes from leaving your tools lying around. Freedom for garden hoses. Would seem to be the main entrance. Waltz into the building through the main entrance? The doorman would chuck me straight out. There's gotta be some more subtle way in there. It's a hose, not a lasso. That's a horse chestnut. It was Tree of the Year in 2005. How do I know that? It says so on the little sign. The sign is fastened to the tree with 4 screws. Nothing's gonna happen without some tools. The coin's a bit too thick to fit the screws. I need something sturdy to loosen the screws. An empty wallet. Too big for the small screws. Too big for the small screws. I've already cleared it out. I'm no quitter. I'm not leaving until I've found the prof's office and some clue as to where he's disappeared off to. Who needs a bolt cutter when head shears can do the job just as well? I've cut through the chains. Unfolded, the ladder's certainly long enough, but it's too flimsy to put weight on. I'll push the rake through the rungs of both of the ladder's legs. Still too unsteady. The rake could slip out from between the rungs if I climbed up it. I'll tie the rake to the garden hose so that the whole thing becomes a bit more steady. That is a sturdy ladder. Well done, Sam. Climbing through windows. A real cat burglar, me. And look, the coast is clear. Forms and faculty notices. Not much interest to me. Nothing that I could use. A snack machine. Each of these little calorie bombs costs a cool $1.99. No dough, no go. And there it is, the exception to the rule. You don't always find something useful in waste bins. Here's a box of empty file folders. Oh, empty files. Useless. That's Lieschen Muller's office, not Professor Hartman's office. That office belongs to a Dr. Fritz Schneider. Professor Hartman's office. Won't open. Not Professor Hartman's office. Go down and run into the doorman's arms, perhaps? I don't want to push my luck too far. This old trick might actually work. Or then again, maybe not. The idea's right, but the plastic money didn't take the strain. We're obviously not talking about hard currency here. Doesn't fit. Yeah, if that was a public toilet. Dear Google, please find lockpick and head shears. No hits. Nothing that I could use. You only live once. I'll take a bag of crackers. My snack, and 1 cent change. Yeah, if that was a The 1 cent coin is thin enough to unscrew it. Amazeballs! Ugh, I have sunk to a new low. On the thin metal sign it says common horse chestnut and the Latin name Aesculus hippocastanum. That'll work. I'll bet my sailboat on it. Phew. Okay, Sam. Find the damn info on where our perfidious professor's gone off to. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll get your story, a pay rise, and that nice little sailboat you're dreaming of. The cliche that professors are not exactly neat freaks might well hold true. But surely this is taking it to the next level. Hartman really must have left in a hurry. A stack of homework, botany books, and writing materials. Thanks, but I don't think that they're gonna help me right now. The cliche that professors are not exactly neat. From algae to zygopetalum, there's everything a botanist's heart could desire here. I don't think that these books are gonna help me further in any kind of way. There are some scraps of torn up paper on the top. There's some torn up paper on the top. I'll take a closer look. A ripped up fax. Now let's see if I can put this back together. His expedition party sent him a fax. They've discovered some hitherto unknown species. Great, but where, for heaven's sake? Unfortunately, there's only a code here. GHN 7531. But maybe that'll help me further. The cliche that files with details of students' projects and the prof's expeditions. Maybe I'll find a clue here. The TUR projects. Professor Hartman's expedition is coded GHN 7531. These here are the wrong files. This file is marked GHN 7520 to GHN 7535. It ought to contain notes from the current expedition. Bingo. GHN 7531. The expedition has gone to Ghana, to Lake Basomtwi. So what the hell are they looking for there? Lake Basomtwi lies in the meteorite crater in Ghana's Ashanti region. It's 8 kilometers in diameter, about 80 meters deep, and doesn't have an outflow. The ecosystem and the lake are endemic, meaning there are lots of plant and animal varieties that are unique to that location. The priority is investigating the effects on the ecosystem of a massive meteorite strike. What's that on the fax? The expedition has discovered some previously unknown organism. If the story's big enough to pull the professor away with such short notice, perhaps it's big enough to buy me a boat. Let's hit the trail for Ghana and Lake Basomtwi. The flight to Accra via Amsterdam was pretty fuss-free, but the in-flight food was crappy, as expected. I was able to revive myself with some traditional fufu and a few Gordon Sparks in a chop shop before a bush pilot flew me into an airfield by Lake Basomtwi. With a bit of luck, I'll be at the base camp in a few hours. Looks like everyone upped and left in the night. Strange. I've got goosebumps all of a sudden, despite the heat. I'm getting something of a horrible feeling here. I'd better get a move on so I can reach the Lake Basoptui camp before nightfall.